Welcome to CAES1000 Core University English, offered by the Centre for Applied English Studies. First of all, what is CAES1000? And most importantly, how can it help you? The Core University English course, or CUE for short, is an English for General Academic Purposes course designed for first-year Hong Kong U students. It's a one-semester, 6-credit course focusing on different academic literacy skills, such as critical reading, academic writing and speaking, citation and referencing, and how to avoid plagiarism. The teaching and learning in this course is done in a variety of ways. Apart from face-to-face interaction with your teachers and peers through individual and group work, the course also emphasizes out-of-class e-learning. Different online Moodle modules are available for your independent learning. Unless you've been exempted by your faculty, you need to take this course in either the first or second semester of your first year at Hong Kong U. And how can this course help you? We aim to help you use English more effectively in your first year at Hong Kong U. It's also a stepping stone between secondary school English and the English in the discipline course you will need to do in your senior years. University level reading, writing and speaking are very different from secondary school ones. For example, your professors will expect you to back up your arguments with a range of academic sources, which you'll need to have accurately synthesized and critically analyzed. Normally, personal experience should not be used. You'll also need to link ideas naturally, instead of just using connectors mechanically. In your secondary school education, you may have learnt some formulaic expressions and phrases in English writing. However, in university writing, you should avoid empty rhetoric or clichés. Your professors will expect the tone of your writing to be appropriate for an academic audience. For example, hedges should be used to show tentativeness. Making the transition from secondary to university level speaking and writing may be overwhelming, but don't worry, we're here to help you. Additionally, the course focuses on developing the English language skills you need for the Common Core. Topics and tasks in this course are designed to align with the 4 areas covered in the Common Core, namely scientific and technological literacy, humanities, global issues, and China, culture, state and society. The key question is, what academic skills are needed for your Common Core courses? Well, first, you have to develop your reading skills. The reading materials you'll encounter in your Common Core are going to be different from those in secondary school. At Hong Kong U, you need to read academic texts like book chapters from academic books and journal articles. These texts are usually technical and dense. In addition, searching for appropriate academic texts is also important. Although your professors will usually provide you with a reading list, you also need to look for more reading text yourself. You need to know how to use search engines, such as the Hong Kong U Library search engine and Google Scholar. But most importantly, you need to critically assess what you read and form a stance. As you read the text, you have to decide whether you agree or disagree with the opinions put forward by the authors and why. You will also need to learn how to synthesize ideas from different reading sources and use relevant ideas to support your arguments. Critical reading is the cornerstone of any good academic argumentation. Let us now move on to writing and speaking. What kind of writing and speaking tasks are you usually asked to complete in the Common Core? According to a recent analysis, essays and reports are the most frequently assigned writing tasks. On the other hand, tutorial discussions are the most frequently used speaking assessment type. This is why, in this course, we're focusing on essays, reports, and tutorial discussions. We want to help you develop the skills needed for the most common assessment tasks in the Common Core. However, the Common Core also requires you to show evidence of advanced learning. You're required to show evidence of deeper learning, where you have to develop an ability to explain academic concepts and to analyze, evaluate, and argue for a critical stance. There are 3 key components in this course: writing, speaking, and out-of-class activities via e-learning. Some weeks are dedicated to essay and report writing skills, while some focus on tutorial discussion skills. You also need to work on certain tasks on your own during out-of-class time, based on weaknesses in your writing and speaking identified by your teacher and your fellow classmates. In line with Hong Kong U's aim to use technology to enrich learning, apart from face-to-face learning, independent learning through Moodle is also an integral part of CUE. There are 5 online Moodle courses to complement your learning in this course: the Central Course Moodle, the Citation and Referencing Moodle, the Speaking Moodle, the Academic Grammar, and the Vocabulary Moodle. The Central Course Moodle provides you with important information about the course, such as learning schedules, assessments, reading tasks, and deadlines. Visit the course Moodle regularly to keep up with the latest information. The Citation and Referencing Moodle focuses on the basics of in-text citation and referencing, as well as how to avoid plagiarism. Bear in mind that the completion of this Moodle is compulsory. If you fail to complete it, you will receive a penalty. Plagiarism is a very serious offence, and it's important that you acquire the skills to avoid it. The Speaking Moodle aims to improve your tutorial discussion skills. It covers strategies that you can use to express a critical stance in an academic discussion. To express yourself well in writing and speaking, you have to work on your grammar and vocabulary. There are 2 Moodle courses focusing on these fundamental areas. However, we'd like your learning to be as individualized as possible. Therefore, based on your teachers' and classmates' feedback on your diagnostic writing task, you can choose which aspects of grammar and vocabulary to work on. Finally, the Speaking, Grammar, and Vocabulary Moodles are not assessed, but they are important components of the course. You'll be using the CUE textbook throughout the course. It's available at the university bookstore. Please bring an original copy to class. Photocopies will not be accepted. Your teacher will also give you a copy of a Developing Academic Writing Skills booklet. It gives you details about the important writing tasks that you have to complete during the course. Here's a summary of the course requirements and assessments. The evaluation of your performance is based on continuous assessment. There is no final examination in this course. At the beginning of the course, you'll complete a diagnostic writing task. You can choose to write either an essay or a report, and this is not assessed. Your teacher will give you feedback on your diagnostic writing task. You'll also work in pairs or groups to help your classmates identify their grammar and vocabulary issues. Based on the feedback, you need to devise an improvement plan. For example, you may want to choose specific tasks in the grammar and vocabulary Moodles to work on. By week 5, you should have completed all the tasks in the Citation and Referencing Moodle. Failure to complete this will lead to a penalty. During the reading week, you will need to submit your Task 2 in the Developing Academic Writing Skills booklet. It is an essay writing task, and it accounts for 30% of the final mark. Towards the end of the course, you'll take part in a mock speaking test. This aims to prepare you for the final tutorial discussion assessment, which accounts for 30% of your final grade. At the end of the course, you'll complete Task 3, which is a report writing task, and it counts towards 40% of your final mark. Assessment policies and attendance requirements. You must submit your work punctually and attend assessments as scheduled. If you are sick, you must submit a hard copy of a medical certificate as proof. Reassessment and extension of submission can only be granted with medical certificates. CAS expects you to attend all classes, including those during the add-drop period. Absence of 20% of the course is allowed for emergencies or sick leave. If you attend less than 80% of the course, you should provide a medical certificate to your teacher. If you miss a substantial proportion of the course, you may be required to retake the course at the discretion of the course coordinator. Thank you for listening to this course introduction video. Your teachers will now show you how to access the 5 CUE Moodle sites and find the deadlines for different tasks and assessments, and download the course schedule and other important course documents. We wish you a fruitful and productive academic year.